Hello, theme park enthusiasts, and welcome back to Planet Coaster 2. So, in the last episode, we went ahead and added in several new flat rides. We've got this one over here that we put in, and then over here, get free of that building, we put in this one here, and one in the back over here. In this episode, we're going to work on not a whole lot, probably, in reality. We're actually going to be trying to get it where the park can open up and we can achieve these two goals. I've gone ahead and kicked out almost everybody. I've reopened the park now, and I've set all the prices to bargain, which means financially we're probably not going to make a bunch of money. Here's an air ride we added in, and we also did add in a transport ride here as well. But as I said, we're probably not going to make a ton of money here. That's okay for me. The point is to get through this one, and we need the 4,000 guests in, and the way to do that, I think, is by having bargain prices for all our different rides. That will hopefully attract guests to ride all the different rides, and hopefully mean more people coming into the park. So it's a good flood of people coming in. That's a good thing. I wish I was able to put in a second set of teleporters over on the other side. But not able to copy them. So that's something I just have to deal with. I know at one point I've read other people's comments on this level and you were able to do that. But it does not seem like that is the case at this point. Yeah, can't put in that there. Could do sparklers or something, but definitely not spending money on something like that. Biggest thing, as I said, is trying to get the number of guests in that we need. That's sort of my concern, so hopefully we'll be able to achieve that. Yeah, it doesn't look like park entrance is a thing anywhere here. Now, one thing I am debating is if we get the money together, I might put in a pool or two. We could put those in places like under the roller coasters and such. So we'd have some room over here for one maybe. Let's see, where else could we possibly put one? Over in this area possibly we could put a pool in. Really, I think this area would be a really good area for a pool, personally. And then over here, we could put one. It'd be a bit hard getting over here, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. But we could put a small pool over in this area, possibly. So it's something I might look at. Like a pool that went underneath the entire train there and stuff, or the entire roller coaster, would be sort of neat. I think that would be cool. So we'll see how that goes. Still have people flooding in. That's a good thing. As I said, we're needing to get those people coming in. As far as the guest mood, we're really where we need to be, so we're good there. All the prices, as far as I know, have all been set to bargain now, so that should make people happy. It is going to mean long ride lines, but, you know, that's sort of the trade-off we're going to have. As I said, if we get the money up and such, then we'll probably go ahead and put in a pool or something. But really, it's going to be determined on if we can get the numbers to start going in the right direction. Right now, we are hemorrhaging money. We're started this episode in the negative, and we're going to be in the negative for right now, it looks like. But again, as I said, we are getting that flood of people coming in, which is exactly what we needed. Now I could go on to the next level and such, but for right now, I'm happy finishing up with this episode in this park. I might cut and paste this episode a little bit, so just to let you know what's going on in sort of the background of what I'm doing. This video I'm actually shooting about 2 to 3 weeks in advance of when it's going to actually come out. I am hoping, I'm very hopeful, that I'm going to be closing on a new house in a couple weeks here. And so the week that this comes out, I will hopefully have at least in large part moved into that new house. And when I do, I have pretty much all the parts for my new computer in, and I'm going to build that new computer. So this most likely will be the last video of Planet Coaster on this computer. Planet Coaster really does stress this system out quite a bit. I'm using a 3070 NVIDIA graphics card, and I think the chip is a Ryzen 9, but it's one of the lower level Ryzen 9s. So yeah, I definitely am excited for my new computer. I will be making a video that I'm going to actually put as part of my PC simulator series that's going to be out, talking about the new computer, giving the new specs on it, everything like that. But my thought is that that new computer is going to definitely be able to handle games like this very easily. So looking forward to it. Very hopeful that then I can enjoy games like this without any real issues. That's at least my thought and hope. Alright, it does look like money's starting to go in the proper direction, so that is a good thing. And we definitely still have people just flooding in here, so very good as well. I don't know when this number goes up. Does it go up right here, or does it go up when they sort of teleport in? It's a question I'm not really sure of. I also find it interesting how they're only using the gates over here and not the one over here, but then they're crossing over. It's very odd, but that's all right. We have plenty of rides. I mean, there's still room over here with the scissor for people to get on. We have the Manic Mouse, which we've got coasters going through as quickly as we can on that one. So that's good. Have some people already on this. All right. Wow, we actually have a full line going there. So the new ride's going well. See how we're doing on this side over here now. We have people definitely coming in. Nobody on this ride yet. And really, I sort of just wanted this ride here just to add to the numbers to draw people in. I don't think it's going to do much for the park, but you know what? It's there. It's just that one extra ride in there. This side of the park, it's just hard because I have to get the people over from the other side. And that's really the biggest problem, is getting the people to come across. Let's see if the bus is going to... Ooh. Just saw this. Need to take care of that somehow. That is a problem otherwise. You know what? I'm just going to have to, for right now, I'll let it run because they can still take the round trip. They just can't get off of it. I need my money to come in. If I could take more of a loan, I would. Yeah, I can't take any more of a loan, so unfortunately where we are, need to fix that concrete as soon as I can, though. Yeah, at least the people are just getting off appropriately there. Or not getting off appropriately there. Just delete that for right now, and as soon as I get the money in, we will go ahead and fix that. That's all the people? I'm not exactly sure how I'm supposed to achieve this then, because I can't get any more guests in the park. Alright, well, for the time being, let me hit pause here. We are going to try a few things here to continue to work on this. Alright, so first things first, let's go over here, and we are going to change the prices to premium. That should get us money in a little bit faster. It is going to mean we have less people on the rides and such, but you know what? That's fine. I want that money coming in for right now. I think the only thing, like I said, the only thing I have left to try is to put in some pools and such. So we will try that. Otherwise, this might be one I have to return to later, and I'm gonna keep it saved as it is. But I do want to max out all of them and complete all of them. So we will see about that. Yeah, this should be set at premium. Actually, Wave Runner. Let's just put it as dynamic on these coasters. Let's put it as $2 as the minimum, but it can go all the way up to 30 bucks. Actually, we'll leave that at 10. There we go. You know what? Change my mind again. Let's do dynamic for all of them. So this is the Wild Blue. Let's start it at $15 and go up to 50. We'll start this at $15 and go up to, actually we'll start this at $5. Start them all at $5. That way it's just nice and low. Coasters we're going to start at $1. $5. Let's go up to 30. Actually, I think $5 overall is a good range. So $5 is a minimum on that, and then $10 as the top price. I had changed the prices hoping that it would bring in people, but it just looks like that's not going to be the case. So I like the dynamic setting. That way it adjusts prices based on the people wanting to ride the thing, which hopefully generates some interest in the ride always. It's always my goal. That's why I want to undershoot with the bottom price. No, we're going to go up to 20 on this one. We will go $5 on that, and let's go $6 on the other side. I don't know which ride this is. Parallelogram. Alright. You know what? Let me get off of that one. Let me go back to this one. We'll put this at the bottom price at 3, since it had such a small margin there. Dynamic on this one, 5 and 14. We're leaving the food as bargain price because I want people to be able to eat and drink as they want. 5, and then top price on it will be 40. $5. Let's go 12. Some of the numbers I'll round up to the nearest 10. Some numbers I will just round to the nearest dollar. So 5. Let's go 55. Let's go 3 on this, and then we'll go 7 on the top. And we'll check them again and see where they're feeling it out in the end. You know what? Let's go 5. I do want it to be at least $5. I think Wave Runner's a good coaster. This one will be 5. And we'll go 35. You know what, Wave Runner, though, they did not light there, so let's put it at $1 as the bottom price. Hopefully it'll get up from there pretty quickly. Collider also doesn't get that big of a price tag, so let's go $1 on the bottom end and 10 on the top end. And again, we can always adjust these as need be. Let's go $1 on the bottom end and 15 on the top end. And let's go $1 on the bottom end and 20 on the top end. All right. All those prices are set. Teacups has a long queue time. Price is going up some, so let's put this at $7.50. Let's put it $5. We're definitely getting the people in the line for it. Let's go back to the coasters overall, in particular, and let's do $5. Wish I could charge like $1 for this. It'd be so nice to charge $1 for that, as I would make some good money on it. We are starting to get back into the green again, though, which is good. Still not getting enough guests in, though, so we're going to have to do something else. As I said, my best thought is to put in a pool, maybe a slide or two, and we're going to do so over in this area. I think I might put in like a kiddie pool over here. And then over here, I'm going to put in the bigger pool with like a couple of slides and such. First things first, though, as soon as we can get the money in here, oh, come on. I need that money to come in. Let's put that to $10 and that to $15. Because we got the line filled up there. Still have people coming in there. That's fine at that price. Yeah, this one's actually going up in price quite well. I'm pleased with that being the way it is. No one on this ride. I just think that one's probably a waste of my money. The more I think about it. Yeah, let's just save that money. Let's get that money back. Let's go over here, put in the piece of concrete that we needed, and we'll put in a pool or two. All right. Let's get this in first and foremost. Actually, you know what? How about this? Alright, let's go back here one more time. Copy existing. Put on the rails. Alright. Nope. There we go. That works. That's open. This should now be open. Yeah, that's open. Perfect. We'll see when an Airbus comes over there. Alright, that's all taken care of. People don't want to get off on the buses on this side. Sort of annoying. All right. Well, that is a failure overall then. These are the things we're learning. I mean, really is what we're learning. Oh, I just wonder. Well, I sort of got to watch this play out. Oh, they just vanished. All right. Well, yeah, that was a bit of a failure. All right. So, since that was a failure, let's go ahead and do this just like this. We're going to move things around a little bit here. There we go. And what that will allow is for some unique, fun things. Let's see what we haven't used here. Alright, we've already got one of those. We've got teacups. Got that. Teacups. Synchronize we've got. Synchronize we've got. Teacups we got. Viking ship. I don't think we have a Viking ship. Alright. Trying to move. I hate when it does that. Oh wow, that's really pretty cool. Don't have room for it, but it is pretty cool. I think this could be pretty neat up here. Alright, let's edit this building. Let's put this as sort of a brown. That's not really a brown. See if I can find a brown somewhere. You know what? This color will work. All right. This we're gonna move here. We're gonna move this one further. Go done. Get rid of that piece of glass. And that piece of glass. We'll have this like overhang a little bit. There we go. And now we can go ahead and put in see if this one will fit. I do like the decoration on this one a little bit better. Alright. I wanted to edit the structure a little bit. Doesn't look like I can. Alright. So we'll just have to leave it that way, that's fine. A little bit of an overhang over the building edge, but you know, that's alright. The way we're going to do this then is we're going to have the entrance path before we do that, let's go 5 here. Actually, put it back. And let's just go with the stamper tool. That's not going to work. Could delete that rock, but I really don't want to. Not exactly perfect, but I think it will do nicely. Alright, hopefully that'll work out alright that way. Let's put this down to 4. That way it sort of drops people off over there. Perfect. I was hoping this would fit here, but it's not going to. This should fit there. Alright, so we got one ride that would fit there. Definitely not going to fit there. No. We already have that. Grand Carousel could in theory fit there. Not really necessary though there. The Hyper Spin. Basic Tilt-A-Whirl. I think we have one of those over there, don't we? No, we don't. Alright, so we could go with that. The Monteleone is a little bit better, I'd say. Strike is a bit too big for that area. That's too big, but we already have one of those. Definitely don't need any our teacups. That's not going to fit either. Can't believe I didn't put a pirate ship in here, but that's alright. Let's see. And the Whirlpool's too big. I think I'm going to go for a Monteleone if I can get it to fit. The problem with it is I don't have any room for the pathway then. Yeah, that's just not going to work. That's not going to work either. This is about the best way I can put this in. Nah, it's just too big. I'll put something else over here. Maybe a drink shop or something of that nature. You know what? Let's remove this. Now let's just remove it all. A little bit less dining room, but now I can put in a ride. And I'd rather have the ride. Can't put that one in still. Yeah, we'll worry about that in a second. I had this fitting in here before. You know what, we'll go that way. That'll be fine. This I can charge for, correct? Yes, I can. Perfect. Alright. So that's what we'll do, is we'll have that being there. Alright, so let's go ahead and get rid of it for right now. we can even have that like that. That's perfectly fine. Let's go assign staff. Staff picker tool. This person who was working on it. There we go. She'll be on it. Alright, so we've got some money here. So we're going to put in that powered ride here. The tracked ride. We'll place the entrance over here. We'll place the exit over here. And then we will go ahead and connect paths, because that's going to be the trickiest part of this whole thing, is to get the paths connected. Alright, that didn't destroy any paths, so that works. No, it does not. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Oh, I can't do that because of the, yeah, that makes sense. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna have to move that a little bit. I think I know how to do this, though. So let's have this be like this. basically want the beams and structure to look like they're part of everything else. So that should be good there. Alright, let's go done. Let's place the entrance then, which will be over here somewhere. Let's put it in the middle maybe, might make it easier. And then we're going to place the exit. Alright. This is where I'm going to need to get a little tricky with it. Obviously, we are not finishing up this stage today, much as I had planned that we were. Just not going to happen that way. Alright, that works there. Perfect. Now we can have the exit there, which means then I should be able to take this, make sure railings are on. Yep, railings are on. There we go. Then we'll go ahead and edit this building with this part. There. Gave it some supports through there. Perfect. Now let's connect this entrance path. Alright, so that pathway is correct there. This pathway is correct here. This pathway is correct here. The main pathway is correct. And this pathway leading off of it is correct. So all of that worked. Crazy as it was. Want to definitely see this beautiful view over here. Let's go ahead and start the park because we're going to need that money coming in as it is. Alright, let's get some color changes going on here. We gotta wait for some cash to come in anyways. Well, we are. Oh, we can open this for one. No reason this shouldn't be open. Let's start it at $5. Have it go up to 40. Wish there was more room on this than just this little spot. Oh well. Anyways, we'll continue decorating here. Oh yeah. Need our color palette, so let's go over to this one. Get that on the list. And get that on the list. There we go. Alright, we've got people going around there, so that's good. Oh yeah, wait a second. I want to look at this here. Probably put 10 of these trains on here. Because this is going to be our biggest ride by far. Yeah, we're going to put it through here. Try to get around this backside. And then back through over here. It's going to be a huge ride. Alright, we're having people actually getting in line for the roller coaster over here. That's a good thing. Hadn't had that before. How's our wooden coaster doing? We're getting some people on it, so that's a good thing. We just need more people in the park overall. And I don't have any kind of limiter on it, do I? No, doesn't seem like I do. Alright, are we using too much power now? That's a bit of a shame. We're gonna have to do something about that. Whoa. That's a massive line. Alright, let's up these prices. Let's go 15 on the high end and at least 5 on the low end. Actually, you know what? 750 and 20 bucks. Let's go 10, and then we'll put this one up to 20 as well. See how any of these other rides are doing. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go with ugly for right now. Why doesn't it have power? We have enough power now, don't we? There is power available to it. I'm confused. It's just, I see what it is. All right. So what we really need is that gone on that side. We're gonna need more power. That's gonna be a thing. Alright, that should give that power, so now it's open, which is important. Alright, let's pause. Figured out where I can put it now. Alright, we'll have that money. That'll need power, that's fine. So, we'll put this. Alright. There we go. Now we should have power to it. Hopefully this hasn't changed the score here. No, it doesn't look like it has. Alright, so we're good to go there. I think I'll put it right through here, go right through here, and then around. So I think I'll go ahead and work on that, and then hopefully in the next episode, you guys will get to see that. That's my goal. Gonna pause. I need to see what all has been going on here. Yeah, don't have power for that. Condition is degrading. Let's go to that. Alright, I can't do anything about that. Paused until a staff member arrives. Alright, we're just gonna need a staff member there. There we go. Perfect. So that'll take care of that. As I said, we will go ahead and I'm just going to let the game run some so I can go ahead and put in this track. Basically going to have the track go through this gap right here, then have it turn, go through this gap over here, have it turned probably somewhere in this area, and have it shoot straight through the wild mouse over here, at least near the wooden coaster. Might not go through the wooden coaster, we'll see. And then, yeah, because I really don't want to get to the maintenance area if I can avoid it. And then we'll have it connect back up with this piece over here. So, lots of track to go. Then we're going to have to sort out the power for it, but that'll be okay. We'll get that done. Yeah, I think it is accessible now because I moved it where I did. All right. Well, there is a staff room over here. I know it's a bit complicated to find it, but it is there. Huh. You know what I might do is just put a staff room into this building here. I might build that up, design that a little bit. You know what? Actually, staff room over here wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe somewhere in this area. We'll see. We'll see. For now, though, as I said, gonna go ahead and end this episode here. If you enjoyed what I did in the episode, please go ahead and click that like button. And if you've not already, please subscribe to the channel. Click the bell icon so you're aware when I produce new videos in the future. Thank you. I hope to see you all back for more of Planet Coaster 2.